Charles here. In today's video, we're going to revisit a haul that we've made from Dollar Tree. Now, there are tons of stuff that you can buy at the Dollar Tree for your preps, for everything from medicine to vitamins to your food preps, stuff like gloves, hammers, all kinds of stuff that you can pick up at the Dollar Tree. Now, a lot of these things in the line of things like hammers and tools and that kind of stuff, they're not going to be of the quality like your good quality like Stanley and that kind of tool, but they're good enough to make do in a pinch or in light work situations. So keep that in mind when you're shopping the Dollar Tree. Lightweight things like that work very well in a house sometimes, not for construction, but for small house jobs. They come in very handy. And they're just, like I said, they're just a lot of stuff you can buy there. If you'll go through the store, look through the shelves, you'll find things you can use. And we're going to show you some things that we bought at Dollar Tree. And these, in our opinion, are some really good buys. Things that will help you out with your pantry and will help you out with your prepping. So let's get into this. We spent about, I think there was close to $30-something in this lot here. And we could have actually spent more, but I'm just going to show you some of this that we picked up that maybe we hadn't showed you before. But anyway, the first thing that we want to let you know that you can find there is the thin spaghetti. We like thin spaghetti, and they have it in different weights and sizes, just like everybody else. You can get the regular spaghetti, but we get the thin, and we find it a lot of times with 25% more like this for $1. Now this is I hope you can see that, 20 ounce. Most of your packages at Walmart and places like that are 16 ounce. And every now and then, not often, but every now and then you'll find this at the Dollar Tree at 50% more. It'll be like 1 pound and 8 ounces. So these are really good buys. We pick up several of those when we buy them. We got 4 of those right there in this haul. Another thing we find there is name brand stuff from time to time. And just like this close-up, we got name brand close-up for $1. Now, I'm not sure what you can buy it for at your Walmart, but I don't think I can get this at Walmart for $1. So this is another good buy that you can find there. Toothpaste, they have all kinds of toothpaste. They have all kinds of dental things again there, toothbrushes, and just you name it, it's there at the Dollar Tree. Again, it's not going to be always name brand stuff, but a lot of this stuff is just as good as name brand things that you'll buy at Walmart or anywhere else. So keep your eye open when you're at the Dollar Tree, because they get in a lot of different stuff. They don't always carry just one brand of everything. They get a lot of surplus in there from other places. Now, another thing we found there were these global brands snack time crackers right here. Just like your crackers you buy at Walmart and give almost $3 for a name brand box, these were $1. Now, I know Walmart has them for like $1.89 or $2 or something like that in an off-brand, but these are just as good as the off-brand crackers at Walmart, in my opinion. And these were $1 for salted crackers. There's 3 Stay Fresh packs in them, and you know, it's just money saving. That's all it is. And this is a bonus pack, says there's 20% more in it. So that made it even a sweeter buy right there. Another thing that we buy at the Dollar Tree when we can find it, this is kind of a hard item to find for us here in our local Dollar Tree and in our out-of-town Dollar Tree. We rarely find this. So when we find it, we buy some of it, and it is the original chocolate flavored syrup. Now this don't hardly go as far as the Hershey's syrup because it's not as thick, but it still tastes really good, and it lasts a good long time. It still makes a good glass of chocolate milk or whatever you may want to use it for. You can use it over ice cream. You can do it, whatever you choose to do with chocolate syrup. You can use this for it also, and it has a good taste. That's the good thing about it, is it's not a off taste or something that makes you not want to eat it after you put it on your food or in your milk or whatever it is you're using. It has a good taste to it, and I like that for $1, and I think you would too. Another thing we buy there, and I think I showed these in a previous video, but when you see me show something again, that means that we buy it regularly, and we do buy this regularly. I've just finished up a box of this actually in a meal that we fixed yesterday. We had our regular chicken with broccoli and rice left over that we have so many times, and we use chicken broth in that when we fix that, and it is really good. Chicken broth, a little bit of onion powder, man, you can't sit still and eat it. But we buy chicken broth there, and we buy beef flavored broth in these big boxes for $1 a piece. These are over $2 a piece at Walmart, and you just can't beat these 32-ounce boxes like this of chicken broth and beef flavored broth. That's a really good buy there on that, and they're dated out way into next year, so that's a good thing. Another thing you can buy at Dollar Tree that's a really super good buy, because this stuff is expensive at Walmart, is the black pepper, and we picked up a couple of those. So for $1, right there you go. If you're finding it hard to buy pepper at Walmart or wherever you may be trying to buy it, try this ground black pepper from Dollar Tree. You'll be pleasantly surprised. It's just as good as the other. Another thing, now Sandy and I drink Folgers coffee and perked coffee, but now when we go to Dollar Tree, we try to pick up extra coffee, and there's two reasons for that. One, if you have a grid out situation. Now we do have a percolator, and I know how to fix we have a percolator that we can set over a fire, an open fire, and fix perked coffee, and I know how to do that with our ground coffee. So the other thing that we try to do though is we try to pick up this coffee from the Dollar Tree. It's $1 a jar, and it's instant coffee, and it has a really good taste. I really like this coffee. I have tried it. I've drank it several times, and I could drink it very easily in a grid out situation if I needed to. But this is another thing about the coffee that you can pick up there for $1. If you don't need it and you've got a few put back to the side, this is an excellent bartering tool. When people run out of coffee, people who are addicted to coffee or are used to coffee every day, they will swap and trade for coffee in an emergency situation. So keep that in mind, and it's just $1 for a jar of it. You could take a jar of this, and who knows what you could barter for in a bad situation if you needed food. Another thing, we do pick up medicines from time to time there. Here's some tussin, mucus, and chest congestion relief. This is good stuff right here. Now, I've not had to use this yet, but I've had several people mention it on our videos that this works really well. And for $1, you can't beat that. Can't buy it anywhere for $1. You can't buy this kind of stuff at Walmart or any of the drugstores for $1. You just can't do it. Another thing we pick up there, and I showed you the shoulder patches before, the big ones, is pain relief patches. Now, folks, these things are just invaluable. They work so well. Our son uses a lot of them on his shoulders from time to time if he runs a chainsaw and things like that. But these patches are really good, and this one shows that there's several ways that you can use it, several places on where it'll fit and relieve pain. And these things for $1, when you've got aches and pains and hurting, may need one to help you go to sleep some night. Can't beat that for $1. Now, we do pick up 100% pure refined coconut oil there. Now, Sandy uses this coconut oil like this sometimes for medications, for animals, for our pets. And they're just, coconut oil is a good item to have on hand. And for $1 a bottle like this, hard to beat. Let's see. Now, we pick up, this is not Head and Shoulders, but it's a comparable product. I'm not going to say a comparable brand, but a comparable product. I use this all the time, and to me, it works just as good as the Head and Shoulder brand. Now, I don't know if you've tried this or not, but if you have, leave your comments in the comment section below and let us know if you've used any of these things that we've shown you or we're going to show you, and how it works for you, and if you like it or dislike it, and why you like it or why you dislike it. Be sure and let us know. We always pick up a couple of those when we pick them up to have extra on hand, because we say this a lot, if there's ever a grid down situation, you may not be able to get out and go to the stores and buy anything, and you're gonna have to make do with what you've got for a long, long, long time. And stuff like this can be, you can add water to it and make it last even longer. It may not be as strong, but it'll still last and clean. And while we're here in the middle of this, I've got just a few more to put up. Let me say hello and thank you to all of our new subscribers. We really appreciate you guys. We're so thankful for you. And let me invite you over to our locals channel. It's in the description box below. The link to that is. It's a channel where we can express our beliefs and our thoughts about everything from political to religious, whatever it may be, without worry of any kind of censorship. If you'd like to go over and check it out, please do and become a member over there. And if you can support us, we'd appreciate that. If you can't, we understand. That's quite fine. But it is a place that who knows, someday we may have to go there exclusively, because we never know when YouTube or the other big tech companies may shut down everybody that's prepping on here anyway, and I kind of look for that to happen at some point. Another thing we bought, and I've showed this in other videos, I know, but I want to show it again because it's something that I keep in stock continually. I have tried it and I like it for $1. You can't beat the price. Is this hydrocortisone cream. It is maximum strength and it works good. I really like this stuff. It's good for itches of all kinds. That's a good thing right there. Another thing you can pick up there that we keep on hand here is raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar. I about got ahead of myself talking with that one, didn't I? But this is unfiltered apple cider vinegar. This has many uses. From a lot of people use this. They mix it with, like we do, with honey or lemon juice or whatever it may be, and they use it for acid indigestion. But it's also good for medical purposes. You can use this on stings like wasp or bee stings or things like that, and it reduces the swelling. Just like that. Takes the pain away. Excellent for that. Anytime you get stung by a wasp or a bee or anything, grab you a cotton ball and put some of this on it and stick it on that bee sting, and it will almost instantly take the pain and the swelling away. Works good for mosquito bites, anything like that. This is just really good stuff to have on hand all the time. You can actually put a little bit of it in your bath for your pets, and it works real good for that too. It really is good stuff, all the way around good stuff. Another thing we purchased there is lemon pepper, and this has a really good taste to it, and it's a good full jar of lemon pepper here for $1. It's hard to find this kind of stuff, but but now I know Walmart has started carrying some spices that's like 98 cents to try to beat the Dollar Tree's price of $1. But at any rate, we still pick this up at Dollar Tree when we're there. I'm going to give the 2 extra cents there rather than make a trip back over to Walmart to save the 2 pennies. And another thing we purchased there is these strawberry preserves. Now these are not, I'll say this, to me, these don't hardly taste as good as the name brand, but they have a good taste to them. I can eat this, I'm fine with it. I just am. And I think you would be too. And in a grayed out situation where you was doing without any kind of sweets, I think you might love it. I think I might learn to love it too, because it's fine. Nothing wrong with it. We also pick these up from time to time when they have them in stock. They rarely have this brand name like this in stock, but sometimes they do, and we'll pick up 4, 5, 6 of these, or these Planters peanuts in the 6-ounce cans. That's a good buy on them for $1, and they're an excellent snack. They're just really good to have around for a snack. And here we go with Epsom salts. Man, this stuff's, I tell you, this stuff is just all around good stuff. You can use it in your garden, you can use it in your bath water, you can use it all kinds of stuff. Epsom salts to doctor wounds with, and there's just so many things you can do with Epsom salts. We need to do a blog post on that, I think, and figure out all the ways you can use Epsom salts and see what all we could do with it. It's just wonderful. You can use it for soaking your feet and overexertion stiffness and just all kinds of stuff with your bath water like that. So keep that in mind. That's a good price on Epsom salt, magnesium sulfate. And another thing we buy there in the food line are these outrageous quick 1 minute oats. Now these are almost the same price. They're just a fuzz less expensive than your Quaker Oats at Walmart or wherever you get your Quaker Oats. And the thing I like about these, two things I like about these. One is that they taste good. They have a very good taste and a very good texture. I have no problem with these oats. The second thing I like about them is they have a Ziploc sealing top right here. Once you open these and get your oats out, then you can Ziploc them back. You can squeeze the air out and Ziploc them back and keep your oats fresh longer. Now, the oats in the Quaker Oats come in that big tall can, and you've got a plastic top to put back over them, but you can't get the air out of them. So this might potentially last longer than your Quaker Oats as far as staying fresh if you don't eat them up soon enough. The last thing we bought there that I want to share with you that I think is one of the most, is just an excellent buy. I don't know how anybody could not have any of these in your house. If you go to the Dollar Tree, watch for these. Get these solar lights. It doesn't matter if it's shaped like this or not, just get you some solar lights. These things are excellent in grid down situations. You can leave these outside and bring them in the house at night, put them under you could actually put them under your, like your lamps, your table lamps, and use them just like a table lamp. They're just really good. You can hang them from your curtains, from your windows, whatever you want to do, and they're going to give you light. It's not going to be like a 75 watt light bulb or a 60 watt light bulb, but you're going to be able to see to get around in your house at night if you've got some of these hanging up in the house. And for $1 a piece, they last a long time. I mean a long time. We've had one out here in our yard testing it, and I don't know how long it's lasted, but these things will last a long time. And for $1, they're really, really inexpensive to have light in your home in a grid down situation. We picked up, I think we picked up 10 of these last time we was there and bought solar lights. If I could have 100 of them, I don't think it would be too many, because you know, they're just a good thing to have in a grid down situation. So again, thank you guys for being a part of our channel. We appreciate you, and we hope that you continue to follow us. We would like for you to give us a thumbs up in this video and like the video, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And don't forget that regardless of how hard things get, buddy, if you know the Lord Jesus Christ, it's not going to get more than you can bear. That His grace will be sufficient for us. And as I always say, we hope you prep your home and your soul. It's time that everybody have their house in order. And the most foremost important thing you'll ever do is have your spiritual house in order with the Lord Jesus Christ. Secondly, get those pantries prepped, guys. Get those pantries prepped. Stock it to the ceiling. Anything that's shelf stable, put it up. Buy it every time you go to the store. Don't forget, we love you guys, and we hope you have a great day. And until then, we'll see you in the next video.